Well, let's draw all of this together now with Laura Blumenfeld, the Middle East analyst and former United States State Department advisor for the region. Laura, welcome. What does Israel's request for United States cluster bombs signal, perhaps, about its intentions towards Iran?
Well, I think Israel is going for broke. They're going to go as far as they can go. And we have a signal back from the United States in one word, which is using the word we, when Donald Trump tweeted that we control the skies over Iran. I think it's very important because for years, Prime Minister Netanyahu has been saying, our fight is your fight. Our fight to dismantle Iran and its terror proxies are relevant to the rest of the civilized world. I think Donald Trump is signaling more and more, he's trying to answer that question. Can you be a superpower if you don't exercise your superpowers? Am I going to preside over a parade this week or a strike on Iran's nuclear centers? And that's not to say that they're going to participate directly, but it's clear that they're showing more of a willingness, almost in that World War II style, of lend-lease or loaning equipment to Israel to make what would have been impossible for them alone possible.
Does America speak with one voice? I mean, do Mr. Trump's supporters speak with one voice? I don't know if you could hear our correspondent Tony Waterman in Washington talking about the split in the MAGA movement, the Make America Great movement. In the United States, just explain, why is there this MAGA pushback against Israeli pressure, and how serious is that divide?
Well, it's a fascinating question. It's not only on the right, but it's also on the left. There's a horseshoe theory in American domestic politics and foreign policy where both the far right and the far left are opposed to foreign interventionist wars because of our bad experience in Iraq and Afghanistan. What Trump is arguing, and crucially, his vice president, J.D. Vance, tweeted, this is not necessarily about a forever war. The expectation is it will be a quick win. Yes, Trump hates wars, but he also likes winning. And his way to peace, the way he's presenting it, is by basically decapitating what they call the head of the snake and the source of all instability in the Middle East. I mean, Iran is watching Trump very carefully, but so is the rest of the world. Putin, Xi, they're asking him, are you going to sit in the Situation Room and watch the screens, watch these attacks play out on the screens as if it was Shark Week on TV? Or are you going to jump in as if you're a hero in D-Day? And I think right now, Trump can't resist the opportunity to be a hero.
Well, look, you've been in the room when difficult decisions have been taken. What are Mr. Trump's options if these tensions escalate further?
Well, he does favor diplomacy. This is coercive diplomacy of the highest order. I think, in a sense, the supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, owes his life to Donald Trump. That's been out there in the public that Israel was ready to assassinate Khamenei last week, but Trump, pulled the reins back in on Netanyahu. That could give him some leverage. There's a lot of personal relationships involved when it comes to Trump and his international affairs. So I think that although diplomacy is damaged, it isn't dead. And so I think what we're looking at today is Israel's version of the Iran nuclear deal, which is bloody them up and then go back to the bargaining table.
Laura, good to speak to you. Thanks for coming on the program. Laura Blumenfeld, the Middle East analyst and former US State Department advisor.